We're live. Hey! Fuck you! You made it the very last second. Congrats fucking lation. You got a cookie. What?
I was on time.
What's good, everyone? This is not Dante. This is me. And we're live. And if, in case you can see, we're missing a lot of people. It's just me, Jubei, and Pharaoh. No Zero, no Dante. Dante asleep. Zero can't make it. And Coffee, well, Coffee is being coffeeing. Question before we start: do you think Coffee is gonna come back, or is he gonna pull us as FC? Uh,
Oh, of course he's
No,
coming back. He's just doing
he's
he's
doing
just
it.
house shopping right
He's
now.
not FP silent.
one person at a time.
He's coming back. He's just home shopping.
Mm,
Like
mm-hmm.
he's like literally like he's already moved out of his house and everything. So
Well, let's
it's a different
start
situation for
with
him.
the intros then. Jubei, what you been playing?
Um, it's been Halo this week, to be honest. Lots of Halo.
Single or multi?
Oh, multiplayer. I'm probably not gonna finish the single player until co-op patch comes out.
Gotcha. What about you, Zero? Pharaoh?
Well, I've been in this big Madden tournament. So it's called Obituary 3. It's run on Facebook, but it's basically a tournament between all like the top Madden streamers. So um yeah, that's what I've been doing.
As for me, I've been playing. I got the platinum for Dex. It's a cyberpunky game. Um, I recommend it because of the story, but I don't recommend it because it have issues gameplay wise. Um, let me make sure we're online. We're live. Other than that, I started a game called Solar Ash, and I'm loving every single second of it. Yeah, we live. I highly recommend Solar Ash, especially now it's in discount on PlayStation. You can pick it up for 20, 30 bucks, and wow, wow, wow. One of the best game I've ever played so far. It's really good. That good. Basically, it's Shadow of the Colossus with the traversal of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. The hoverboard, yeah, something like that. Yo, this is amazing, and I can't stress it enough. People need to play it. It's in discount. If you're a fan of Shadow of the Colossus, grab it. It's simplistic, but it's so satisfying and fun and creative. I think after the show, I'm definitely beating the game. It just this game, in order to get the platinum, you need to beat it on the hard difficulty, which I'm gonna do. I'm loving that game. And after it, I'm definitely gonna jump into a game called Anno Mutation. And this game was previously in discount. Now it's just for 20 bucks. Also recommended. That's about that. As for Dante, well, he's asleep and what's his name? Zero can't make it, so this show is going to be on the shorter side. Um, what you been playing before this, Pharaoh?
Um right now I'm actually playing an interesting game, Pac-Man Museum. Actually has like it's like a has all the Pac-Mans in it basically. Like all the old arcade Pac-Mans. Like you play like Pac-Land, Pac-Man Arrangement,
Mm-hmm.
Pac-Pal. That's what I'm playing right now. It's actually pretty interesting.
Are
Super
you a fan of
Pac-Man,
Are you a fan of Nina Kuni?
Back in Time.
Now you're not.
Like you got them all. Like it's pretty cool.
So Ni no Kuni, there's a game called Ni no Kuni, something something.
Yeah.
It's a mobile game, and it's a shame it's a mobile game because the game is so much fun to play.
But Ni no Kuni is also a console game.
No, this one is called. This one is a mobile game only.
So it's just a different version of Ni no Kuni, or is it like
It's a
some
different.
type of sequel or prequel?
I don't know any of that. It seems it might be a different version of altogether. But I recommend it. So I want to recommend it, but apparently it's also gonna dive into NFT. So that's a no for me.
Like y'all are just scared of new technology. There's nothing wrong with it being NFT.
Um, at some point, games start to fuck up. You need to grind. You need to do this and that. That's the issue. Jubei, what you been playing this week? Entire week, last week? Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
My bad. I said it was majority Halo. And then I was trying to get through the Fortnite season pass. Not going to happen. So giving up there.
Yeah,
I need to.
Fortnite. Am I the only one that have never touched Fortnite ever?
You probably are.
Well, I mean, I haven't played Fortnite like
Oh,
myself. Like I may have like helped a kid get right on Fortnite, like get into a match or show them how to jump around and stuff like that. But I haven't actually like played it.
Gotcha.
yeah. I was playing Sniper Elite 5. So that's pretty good.
I'm
I'm
looking
just
at that right now. Sniper Elite 5 in France.
I'm just gonna go very fast through it because also when I'm talking and Pharaoh talking, please mute your mic, Jubei, because you have background it's catching background noise. Um, PlayStation announced State of Play for this week. Only they made sure to let you know what to expect and what not to expect. VR is going to be there and third party titles. So nothing God of War related, nothing anything first party
So they're
related.
probably gonna debut the VR2.
Yeah, they are definitely
Um,
gonna review the VR2. That only makes sense to do. No, I think they're gonna focus on the games now and uh, not the system itself. I think for the system they're gonna do what's called big event, and then they're gonna show you God of War and stuff like that. And yeah, shout out to Nelson. I agree. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Give me the date for sure. Give me the
yeah,
date.
I don't think I don't. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. I don't mind.
I was just saying I don't think this state of play is going to be a big event because they haven't advertised it as a big event. Like typically, if it's a big event, they let you know like, hey, we got some big things to show you. So because
Um,
of that, I don't see it being
I see it being
a
a big
larger
event.
event.
A little bit that's a big event. So here's what I'm expecting. And I can be wrong. I'm expecting either one of the two. Either Final Fantasy 16 or a trailer or um, Resident Evil what's called 4 remake reveal.
If they were, I think if they were going to show Final Fantasy 16, that's something that you announce prior to showing it. It's not a
You
surprise
showed that,
showing.
yes. This is why I said trailer, not gameplay, not breakdown, combat breakdown. For that, they're gonna do their own event. I'm just talking gameplay, a trailer, because Yoshi P announced that the trailer is finished and they're gonna debut it very soon. It's a trailer. It's not a gameplay breakdown. So a trailer can be debuted at PlayStation event, and then they can say we're gonna give you a breakdown next week. Like PlayStation have done this. They gave you news and then next week gave you a different kind of news on a higher level. I forgot which one it is, but they gave us a week that was small news, and then the week after it was very big news, like a gameplay related stuff. Um, Other than that, we might see. Okay, so this is me wishful thinking. A Persona 6 reveal. That would be nice. When they say third party, I'm expecting something. I'm not expecting indies. If it's just indies, I'm gonna call them out on it. Cause um, especially with Xbox having their own showcase so far, very soon.
Well, I mean, if you look at last year, PlayStation didn't have their showcase event till I believe like September.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the big one. Yeah, but the smaller one can still fit in a few games. Like for example, I'm expecting we might see the reveal trailer for the rumored Final Fantasy IX remake.
Well, Final Fantasy IX remake is not a rumor. It's already confirmed that
Is
it's
it
happening. They
confirmed?
already got they got a TV show and everything coming for it.
Yeah, apparently the TV show is what's called
It's geared towards children, but they are doing a Final Fantasy IX TV show.
they didn't start shooting apparently. The news is not there. Jube, what's your thought? What do you think we're gonna see?
Um, I think you guys, because I mean, it was announced short notice.
They announced it a week ago, so that's not short.
Crazy thing.
For a big event, it is short notice. Like if you look comparatively, like Xbox's showcase was announced months ago.
Yeah, but
It was announced
PlayStation, but
last
this
month.
is not a big showcase. This is a smaller
That's what I'm
showcase.
saying. It's not a big event, so I'm not expecting big games there. That's my thing.
But even
That's all I'm
but
saying.
even with small events, they debuted. Oh shit! Mute your mic, Jube. Your mic is horrible. Oh my god. Even with small events, they debuted what's called Valkyrie Elysium, and they also debuted Star Ocean. So they can
Star
show
Ocean's
us
not a big
some.
franchise anymore.
Sorry?
It was at one point in time, but it's not anymore. It's fallen from grace.
Really?
Yeah. Like when's the last time Star Ocean has like been like a top ARPG? It's been a while.
Mm, I give.
It's not a big game anymore. Like
Well, we're gonna see
it's
how
not.
this
Like I'm
one's
not like,
gonna
and
be.
I'm a Star Ocean fan, but it's just not.
We're gonna see how this gonna be. Um. Yeah. So Jube, try to speak and let's see if it's capable.
What?
Yeah, you're good. So what do you think we're gonna see? Your mic is good. What do you think we're gonna see?
Just VR stuff. Like I'm not expecting anything more.
Hmm. Do you think we're
I think the
gonna
biggest
see?
announcement is going to be the VR and probably a release date
Do you think we're gonna see
or a
price for
release
the VR?
window. Like they might say, winter 2022 or something like
Do you
that.
think we're gonna see VR? Okay, let me say it like this. Do you think VR is gonna come out this year?
I think it should come out this year, but if it actually will, I mean, I don't know. The chip shortage is kind of, like you kind of have to prioritize. Do we want to sell more actual consoles, or do we just want to sell VR to our existing console holders? You know what I'm saying? So, um, I think in a perfect world it would have came out this year, but I don't know with the whole chip shortage how that impacts their strategy because it is a chip shortage. So if they start pushing out VR units, that means you're getting less PlayStation 5s and out. So it's you know,
Mm.
it's a tough situation for them.
What if their low numbers are due to them prepping for VR?
If it is,
How is it low
then you
numbers?
just
They
got to
literally
recognize that that
they're
PlayStation
at
5s
nine.
just won't be selling like that
They're
and
at no
for a
wait.
second.
They're at 19 mil.
They sped up to 16 million. They got to 16 million, then it just kind of stopped.
Yeah, because they don't have ships. They're
Exactly. So if you start producing
oh
VR
so
units for sale, you're going to have even
nothing
less.
nothing saying VR doesn't require a chip.
Everything requires a semiconductor chip. It requires silicone.
And apparently, the issue is not the chip only. Apparently, there are other components that even used in refrigerators, TVs, and
Yeah,
all
the
that stuff.
semiconductor chips are used in everything. They're used in refrigerators, they're used in TVs, they're used in cars.
Yeah,
Like,
and
so,
that is scarce like a motherfucker. So the chip shortage is gonna be for a while now. And let's say I don't know how it works. Maybe if they built a second factory, or I don't know how it works to be honest.
well, it has nothing to do with them having the factory capacity.
Then
It's
what does it have to
having
do
the
with
actual units to actually,
uh,
you know, make a
the
game
unit?
system.
Do you make it? Do you find it? You mine
You
it or
order the
something?
chip. I mean, they don't make anything. They order the chips. They order from a third party vendor,
Mm, gotcha. So
and
the third party then that need to open another factory, something like that. Then
no, it's not. It's just a scarcity issue. It's not available. Like the resources aren't available for whatever reason. I don't know why they aren't available, but they are not.
it's crazy though, cause this is not gaming related only. You said it. Cars, refrigerators, TVs. It's insane.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. So PlayStation releasing VR at this time could come at the expense of making actual PlayStation 5s.
Uh huh. Gotcha. Well, they
So,
did say they
that's what
have.
I'm saying. I don't know if it's gonna. That's why I say I don't know if it's gonna come out this year
Gotcha. They
because
did
they might
say
want to wait a year until they get more of a hold on
interesting.
this whole
They did.
semiconductor shortage issue.
Gotcha. They did say they have almost like 20 games for VR ready for launch. So we're gonna see what they're gonna have. I'm expecting the Horizon game to be a launch game. Do you expect this console to be this VR to be backward compatible?
It has to be backwards compatible.
So I spoke with
If
a
it's
few
not,
devs.
if your library doesn't move with you, then it's kind of like it's almost like a dead product for people who invested. Like what, like
I spoke
you
with a
know,
few devs and they said in order to make it backward compatible, it's going to cost them a lot of money.
I mean, I
Bec-
believe that,
because
it should cost PlayStation a lot of money, not the developers a lot of money.
no,
PlayStation needs to
PlayStation.
make
Yeah,
sure that your
PlayStation.
library moves with you. Like like I don't know how any other way to put like why would I invest? Why would I invest as a VR player? Why would I invest in PlayStation VR when I can invest in Oculus or or the Valve Index or any of these other competitors where my library is going to move with me?
Well, it depends what you want for your bucks, yeah? With PlayStation, you're now getting the best VR so far next gen. I think the second best because a different company is making one. I forgot which one it is, so either the.
So what would make it next gen over the Valve Index? I mean, I haven't researched, so you would have to
Uh,
tell me
so,
like
mm, so far, I don't have both specs with me right now, but when I read the specs, PlayStation did come on top. Welcome to stuff like that. So I need to research it and get back with you. Or I need someone like Harte that can break it down. Because he have all the VR and stuff like that. Um, welcome back to this. Welcome to the VR. Oh boy, I am not expecting it to be backward compat day one. I'm expecting it to be backward compat later. I'm expecting them to prioritize now releasing it and then updating it, something like that.
You already know the VR is going to cost probably another $400 or $500.
Yeah.
So the dummy that I have to spend another $400 or $500, and I invested a ton of money into VR titles. Like I'm talking about for the VR players. I invested all this money into VR titles that I
How
can't
much
play now.
the new index cost?
The Valve Index is like $1,000.
Yeah, exactly. So
But it does a lot more than what a PlayStation
what
VR
does
is
it do a
capable
lot
of.
more?
Let's see. I mean,
We need
I'll look right now.
we need someone that's good in VR. That's a good topic to have for next week. With Dante there, he does his research. Zero there, then we can have a conversation about it. Jubei, what's your thought on this?
All right, so Valve Index has less pixels per eye. It's LCD versus um PSVR and Valve Index. Well, PSVR and PSVR 2 are both OLED, while Valve Index is a LCD, but Valve Index has a higher refresh rate. Um,
How much higher? Because you are paying some that
120 versus 144.
140 versus 144.
No, 120 versus
Oh,
144.
120 for 144. Okay.
Yeah, versus refresh rate.
Does it
Let's
also have eye
see.
tracking?
PSVR has eye tracking.
Yeah.
Valve Index has a greater field of view.
Does Valve Index have haptic?
Uh, let's see. Valve Index controllers. I'd have to look up the Valve Index controllers. I'm just looking at purely the VR headsets.
I am, just so you know, we're gonna cover this again next week because I'm curious about Zero and Dante especially opinion. Because PlayStation is gonna definitely take a hit if the VR doesn't come.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, like, you know, PSVR 2 is coming out right now, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Valve Index 2, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be,
Yeah, like
Oculus
technology
3 or
keeps
whatever.
evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, those other, I think we've seen with Facebook at least with the Oculus that they're willing to produce VR headsets, newer versions at a faster rate than the console industry is. So like the PSVR is probably going to be the VR2 is probably going to be um, the VR console for PlayStation for the entire generation. Whereas by the time this console generation is over, Oculus might be on the Oculus 5, and Valve Index will probably be on the Valve Index 2. They don't necessarily
Real talk, we
put it out as
don't
fast.
know about that because you never know this type of stuff. Because remember, we're getting a mid-gen refresh when it comes to consoles.
Yeah, but
They wanna catch 8K. So
but
if they come up with a console,
a mid-gen refresh didn't happen with PSVR.
yeah,
PSVR didn't get a mid-gen
listen to me.
refresh.
If you get a mid-gen refresh that is capable of doing 8K for real, then we might see a VR 3.
We're not gonna get 8K this generation.
Like
8K TVs aren't a widely accessible thing yet to where where that even makes sense.
Okay, so
realistically,
let's put a time, or how long do you think this generation going to be?
I think this generation probably lasts until what? 2022 now? I think it'll last till probably 2028, 2030. Because
So,
they're gonna push it a little bit longer
so 8 years?
because of the but I think if you're talking about mid-gen refresh, you're talking about 2025, 2026 for
Yeah. These are coming in that
mid-gen refresh.
8 years. This entire generation. When did generation start? 2021
It
or
started 2
2020?
years ago.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. So 2020. So almost like 10 years. Yeah, no, I'm expecting this generation to last longer than 10.
It's
It,
not long. It's not lasting longer than 10 years.
I'm expecting it to last longer than 10 because of the chip shortage.
Nah, they're not going. They're not going longer than 10.
We
They're
will
just
see.
not.
We will see. I'm definitely expecting
As
it
long as, as long as they
longer
announce a
than 10.
price,
Go ahead.
if they give us a price and a date, I'll be happy. I said if they give us a price and a date, I'll be happy.
Gotcha. Are you expecting a price this week?
I am absolutely expecting a price, at least a ballpark. Give us something.
Interesting.
See,
I have
I could see a release window and no price, or a price and a release window, but not a
I
firm
have
release
I
date.
have a feeling they're gonna just showcase it, or maybe even just focus on VR games and not the VR itself. I'm expecting that VR itself breakdown is gonna be when they break it down at a big event, and then they announce the date and a price, and then they are ready. I expect, which is why, in my opinion, this showcase doesn't need to happen. I have this feeling, I have the feeling this showcase could have easily been a tweet. That's what I feel. I hope I'm wrong. If we come out of this showcase and they announce uh, Persona 6 or whatsoever, I'm happy to take the L. I don't mind. Um,
Yeah, I don't see that type of announcement coming out of
I
this
hope.
particular event.
You would never know. Um,
You never know, but
do
I just
you
don't expect
think,
it.
do you see Street Fighter 6 being there, Jubei? Also, there is a rumor of PlayStation locking another timed exclusive or full-blown exclusive, which with this one is a Morbius multiverse. I'm not sure if it's a joke or not, but we will see.
I'm sure they do have other timed exclusives lined up, but like the particular game, to be seen. But I would expect them to have. I mean, that's what Sony does. They do timed exclusives. That's their niche.
It's smart business to do time exclusive until your studio has something to show. It's
Yeah,
genuinely
you
smart
can't really
because
criticize it. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you.
yeah, because all you're doing is you're keeping your consumer base happy. Like let's say God of War 2000 this not coming this year. We're still getting Forspoken. We're still getting hopefully Final Fantasy 16 this year.
Well, Forspoken isn't looking too hot
No,
right now.
Forspoken for me is amazing. I love that. I love that concept. We're still getting Grand Blue
That's
Fantasy
not an
Relay.
exclusive.
It is. It's
It
not on
is.
Xbox.
Let's see,
Grand Blue Fantasy Relay. It's not on Xbox.
but it's not a
19.
timed exclusive.
No, it's full blown. It's just on Switch. It's just on PlayStation and PC. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Plat. Um, Pretty sure it's not on Xbox. Also,
It's not on Xbox.
Valkyrie
It's
Elysium.
PS4, Microsoft Windows, and PlayStation 5. But it's not. They didn't pay for exclusivity. It's
No,
just that's
but
just where they decided to make
no,
it.
but what
That's
you
all I'm saying.
okay, but what I'm talking about is in sense of they're still getting games that are not third party, which is smart to do it. This is not on Xbox. It's interesting.
It's what I've been calling for years, the free exclusives that PlayStation gets from the Japanese side.
If you have a good relationship, then you're gonna get that. Yeah.
I would
Um,
say it's more that's just if you want to
but they didn't
release
even
a
pay for
console game over
exclusivity though.
there, PlayStation has been the dominant platform.
We don't know
So
they even paid for exclusivity there with this one.
I
And
mean, if they paid for timed exclusivity, we usually know about it.
yeah,
They usually go out of their way to announce like, hey, we like this game so much that we paid for timed
yeah.
exclusivity. Like they don't.
Also, Valkyrie Elysium, that is coming this year. So PlayStation have locked a lot of games this year, which make me wonder, what the fuck? Oh yeah, next year we have Spider-Man, we have Wolverine. Well, yeah, I mean in
We
the
don't know
sense,
Spider-Man's coming out next year. They haven't put a date on that.
I'm saying in the sense of they gotta start talk about what's coming next year. We don't know what's coming next year, but I'm expecting a lot of stuff next year. They're not gonna if they see they don't have a lot next year, they're gonna move God of War to next year. No, yeah, we also have what's called that game from the China Hero project. The one that looked like Bayonetta. This game was supposed to come to Xbox and PC, but it seems to be PlayStation exclusive so far right now. Not even on PC.
Oh,
So,
that might just be a design choice. Might have some issues porting it. Who knows?
and apparently, one developer from the China Hero project came out and said that PlayStation deals with China Hero project is not about exclusivity. Microsoft could have easily went to them and said we want Fist, but they just didn't.
I
It
mean,
it like for example,
they it's very clear that in today's industry, they want Xbox to go the extra mile that PlayStation doesn't have to go, and
no, because
PlayStation has earned that over time.
PlayStation went to China Hero project and told them we want Fist. So PlayStation did their due diligence.
Well, they all
Then
do their
it's on
due
Xbox
diligence.
to
It's just a
go
matter
there,
of
but it's on Xbox then to go there and say we want Fist as well. Don't you think so?
no. If you want your game on a platform, you put it on that platform. If Xbox like desperately wants that game and thinks it's gonna be beneficial to their portfolio, then yeah. But if they
That's
don't
what I
feel
mean.
that particular way, if they don't feel that way about it, who am I to say that this needs to be on your platform? It's not like this is like breaking numbers and it's
I
like
don't
this
know how
like
What
much it
what game
worldwide
are
did,
you talking about?
success.
but it did well. I love Fist. I highly recommend it.
What game are
Especially
you talking about?
Fist.
Fist.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know if I would have
Metroidvania.
threw money at the
You
game.
played it?
No, but I don't think Microsoft would have threw money at it if that was the case.
Why? They have Ori.
Yeah, I said I don't think they would
Ori
have
is
threw money
better
at
than
it.
Fist though. Like
Ori's
it has
definitely
more
better than
critical
this.
acclaim.
Um, Actually, I would put them in the same conversation. I didn't
I
play
don't
both.
know.
I played both. They're both different in their own way. Both are fantastic. Both are amazing when it comes to gameplay.
Where was the marketing for Fist?
There was. I've
There
seen it.
wasn't
Outside of
there
PlayStation,
wasn't
there
enough.
wasn't much marketing for it, even
There
If
on
I
was.
on
didn't own
Steam
a
and stuff like
PlayStation, I
I've
that.
wouldn't know
seen.
that game existed.
There was marketing. I've seen a lot of PlayStation tweets about it.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I'm saying outside of PlayStation marketing it, there wasn't much.
yeah,
That's what
but
I just said.
but it's only on PC and PlayStation. It's not on Xbox. It's not on Switch. Um, Next topic would be, do you want to cover what's happening
So
with
as
EA or switch
a
it to next week with
so
Dante?
there's no published sales data on this from what I'm looking at.
Sorry, what did you say?
there's no published sales
Numbers?
data for Fist.
Yeah, Fist was at State of Play, indeed. We got a small gameplay of it. Um, do you want to cover EA or leave it to next week? Because I didn't read everything. I just read that announced it that EA.
I don't know much about EA other than they just announced the sequel to
No, EA.
that Star Wars game.
EA might be purchased by either Apple or Amazon. I think I sent you the link, did I not?
I don't remember seeing that.
On Vitamin G. Give me a second so I can send it again, otherwise. And this is a topic we should have with the crew.
See, EA. Okay, they're saying Apple, Amazon, and Disney.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like concrete.
No, I said the rumor.
Yeah. It's just names being thrown out there and rumors.
So it's very curious who's gonna get them.
Probably nobody. If somebody wanted to buy them, they'd be bought by now. That's just kind of how I see it. Like it's like if you're looking to sell yourself and somebody actually wants you, I would think that sale would go through.
Substantially. The next topic is going to be okay. So, do you wanna name names or do you wanna hide her name? Cause I have no issue calling her by a name. Marlies got caught catfishing on Twitter. Jube, can you mute yourself? Because you have a lot of background noise. When I get to you, I will let you unmute your mic. What's called? Marlies is, well, she is not a content creator, so basically she's a fanboy. Let's call it how it is. And she is anti quote unquote Xbox and makes fun of Xbox. She's basically the PlayStation version of Andrea, if anyone knows Andrea. Both of them act the same way, and both of them call the other fake. And what happened is, sooner than later, Marie started to say some sexual stuff, and then she started her OnlyFans. So far, so good. Do you? Your life, not mine. But the issue is when she start, and now you're talking about money. You wanna troll? No problem. You wanna be fake? No problem. But when you have money involved, now we have a problem. So someone asked for a picture. She sent him. I don't know how it went, but she put out a picture of her ass, half clothed, and someone found out that the picture is not for her, not of her, but someone else. And she got caught lying about posting news. The news they were never had to begin with. She never wanted to be on a picture when it comes to nudity, full body picture. She always sent body pic, and people start to question her. And yeah, she got caught, and I'm happy that she got caught, because I hate trolls, but I hate fakers that much. If you wanna do it OnlyFans, you do your OnlyFans. That's your life. Make your bread. That's on you. But when you're out here literally lying to your fan base, nah, That's when I'm drawing the line. Jubei, what's your thoughts on this one? Because this is not the only person that got catfishing. A
Yeah,
few months ago, we had a woman that was also PlayStation centric, but she also played on Xbox, and she was talking a lot about GT7 and Elder Ring, and she was posting gameplay, both of them, and then shout out to Stone, uh, a lady on Twitter. She exposed her for being a guy. So it turned out is the dude had his sister make the videos and stuff like that, and pretended to be her, and it gave me such a weird energy because, like, dude, so um his explanation was as follow. When I made an account with myself as a dude, no one wanted to interact with me. But when I made an account with the woman, they all wanted to interact with me. I'm like, one, I was subbed, I was following the girl, the dude as a girl, cause she was following me, and we had a conversation, and he or she she or he now came down to earth when it comes to talking gaming. Like, I don't mind if you're a dude or a woman. If you're a gamer and you're genuine, I'm gonna give you a follow. I'm gonna talk gaming. But to do this shit, that's weird. And yeah, so end up getting blocked and moved on. What's your thoughts on this one, Pharaoh?
To me, it's not really a gaming thing, so I mean, I really
No,
don't have
no,
much to
it's
say
not a
about
gaming
it. I
thing.
mean, if you go on catfish, you go on catfish. I mean,
So how do you
I don't
protect
think
that?
I don't think your gender impacts your. For me, it doesn't impact your gaming opinion. So
No, no, no.
like,
It has nothing to do with gaming. It's just both people were gamers. That's it.
yeah. So, but what I'm saying is like whatever their opinion is on gaming, it's not impacted for me by their gender. So like it's
I'm going to be 1000% honest with you. It's because they're gamers. They're getting a lot of attention. Whether it's Marlies
well they're getting attention from the community that they partake in. So I mean,
or what's her name,
if you know, like
Andrea.
if they were in a different community catfishing, then they would be getting attention from that community because that's the community that they are, you know, dealing with. So I mean, I really don't have much to say on it because I really don't care about them catfishing much. It's like if that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna do. But it's not like I don't know, they're trying to like have sex with gamers or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, Jubei, what's your thought?
um, I helped expose that shit too. Like we helped like tag the person whose content that person was stealing, and
Mm-hmm.
I just think the shit. You're dumb if you fell for it. People just throw money at anything because it's prettier.
That part of it is shitty, stealing other people's content. You know, people that make money off of selling their bodies or whatever. Kind of trash, but you know.
That person could sue you for doing that. If that
Hmm?
person made money off of your stuff, like you're eligible for that.
You
Oh
gonna sue
yeah,
him, eh?
Oh, I would.
you know that
I
part is
would.
shitty.
If stuff was doing that, I'd absolutely sue him. I don't think it's. I mean, I thought it was wild that shit was all over the timeline, but I mean, I'm glad it's over for the most part. But it's still dumb, and people need to make better choices with what they do with their money. I feel bad at anybody that paid for that person's OnlyFans, and you know they're out that money essentially. That
Do
kind of
you?
sucks.
The issue is people need to do the research. Like one, OnlyFans, you can get
I don't know.
fake
How do you do
very
your research
easy.
when someone's catfishing? I don't know if that's very easy. You at that point, you're trying to dig into their personal lives. I'm not digging into every person on social media's personal life to figure out if they're catfishing. Like if I'm trying to be with them or date them, I might do that type of digging. But we're just talking about games.
It's
I don't
very
care.
weird. It gave me this weird energy. I don't like that. Shame people act like this. Um, yeah. And the other topic is, mm, this was a very slow news week. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. Most of the time, Monday is when shit hits the fan. So,
No, we'll get some news tomorrow.
tomorrow, I think Wednesday, when the
Today is
show.
a holiday, so you know you're not gonna get
Oh,
much
yeah.
news.
Oh, that's also a holiday. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Do you want to
The
talk
day of
non-game?
observance.
Do you want to talk non-gaming or no?
Talk what?
Do you want to talk non-gaming?
Non-gaming?
Yeah.
Uh, whatever topic you got. Whoa.
Well, we can cover what happened last week. I think we should, especially how video games are being blamed for it.
Oh, nah. I wouldn't talk about uh
So,
those type of events.
I actually talked about it on my show. I'm genuinely curious about your opinion because with Roe v. Wade almost now being gone, do you think they might be capable of banning video game or rather violent video game?
No,
You don't?
that's a freedom of speech thing. They won't be able to ban video
So you
games. I mean, they
think
already have
it's just talk, talk,
um
talk, and they can't walk the
content
walk?
rating. I mean, there's content ratings for a reason, so uh, I doubt we see video games get
What's
quote
your thought,
unquote or
Jubei?
violent video games get banned.
What's your thought, Jubei? Okay, Jubei is like, oh, oh shit. Try again?
I said repeat that one more time.
Yeah, I said so. With the recent incident that happened, and with how the Republicans are blaming video games, and with how Roe v.
Because the
Let
rest of
me.
the world plays the same games that we do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I mean, this is the USA. With the USA now almost getting rid of Roe v. Wade, something that you never expected for it to actually work. Do you think we might actually get a rule from the Supreme Court that would either ban violent video game or dim it down or anything like that?
I don't think we do that because, like I said, the whole world plays video games and play just as much violent video games. So, in that case, it's like we're not the only country that plays like violent video games.
I
So
know.
you can't really ban that. It's dumb.
He literally called it cyber gaming. I died.
Yeah, I mean that's just them trying to put a scapegoat. I mean, in that case, you got to ban violent movies. You got to ban violent music. You got to ban all the violent stimuli because it's more than just
Oh, don't
games.
worry about that. They will buy now. They will ban hip hop in an instant. Okay,
There's
yeah.
violent
Um, I hope for both of you that you guys right, cause with these Republicans, anything is possible now.
Nothing that a VPN can't fix.
Cause my fear is for USA to turn into Germany. You know how censorship works in Germany?
No.
But it's
Red
nothing a
blood,
VPN can't fix.
red blood is replaced with green blood or blue blood.
Nothing a VPN can't fix.
Yeah. And with that being said, we have come to the end of the show. This was a very short show because not a lot of topic, and the very important one, which is basically Jim Ryan one, I want to save it for next week. Hopefully maybe next week we're gonna go extra long with our show because we're gonna have the showcase. We're gonna have do you guys wanna go live after the PlayStation showcase and talk about it?
Yeah, work, but yeah, I can.
Hmm?
'Cause that's Thursday.
Possibly.
Yes
It
or no?
depends. Nothing worth
Okay.
talking about. If it's
Okay.
just VR worth talking about.
Okay. We will see then if next week. I mean, if we see you guys again this week or next week, then yeah, let's do our outro. Jubei, where people can find you?
You can find me at GBayX Sensei on gaming platforms, GBay Sensei everywhere else. Um, if you happen across somebody named Hoochie Poppy on Twitter, that might be me. It might not. I'm not gonna confirm nor deny.
So what the
Uh,
dude? What the fuck did you release the video? And luckily, I've yet to see it.
Don't worry,
What
it's
oh,
not worth
what's the
retweeting.
story about it? To explain.
getting into a an
Uh,
argument with some over some stupid shit. Like
oh,
somebody, so we were it was in the catfish thread. Dude was talking like, oh yeah, now we need to expose Andrea. I'm like, bruh, like why do you have a hard on for this? Like, okay, it doesn't matter what this person's gender is. They're not like stealing fucking pictures of other people off the internet or stealing their content and selling it. Like that's not up for debate. Like if Andrea or whatever whoever that person is, if they're trans or whatever their story is, that's nobody's business but their business. You feel me? Um, it doesn't really matter, especially if they're not, trying to sell other people's shit as their own shit.
yeah, I
So
agree.
just that person just throwing that in, I'm like, bro, like that, you're off topic for one. Like, why are you bringing that up when it's not nowhere close to the same thing? Same thing. If they're not hurting anybody, or if they identify as a woman, then that's what they are until proven otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get people, oh yeah, let's out this person. Like I just thought that was weird to me, and he didn't like my response to that, and it escalated into a whole thing. So
Okay. Um, Farah,
either
where people?
way,
Yeah, go ahead.
who I've been affectionately calling Midkelmore because he looks like fucking Macklemore with that shitty haircut he has. He needs to go touch some grass and probably some coochie because he's too
Gotcha.
young.
What's your thought? And real talk though. What's your thought on the My Pony video game, the fighting game?
Oh, I'm getting that. Oh, for sure. I'm absolutely getting that. Nope,
Look
nope. Day one.
fire, right?
Day one. Rollback
Remind
netcode. That's
remind me a lot with Bloody Roar.
yeah, with ponies.
Um, with that being said, Farah, where people can find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Feral Bizarre and everywhere else. It'll be Feral Gaming or Land of Pharaoh. You type in Land of Pharaoh, I'll pop up.
As for me, people can find me Carb_Chab on Twitter, GameSlayer every Saturday 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, and Anime Squad every Friday 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. This week we had no show because two people couldn't make it, Jubei and Zero, and miscommunication between me and Weeb. Also, episode chapter was very lame. Not lame, tame. Maybe next week show, maybe this week chapter is gonna be more impressive. Um, yeah. Great show, short show, and yeah, see you maybe this week or otherwise next week. We're out. Keep it gaming.